Well, Christine and Ross, you may know the Caribbean island of Puerto Rico for its beaches, but it actually competes head-on with Ireland and Singapore to be the biggest manufacturer of pharmaceuticals in the world. I sat down with the governor of Puerto Rico recently, talked investment, competition with China and India, and more. We're going to show you what he had to say in just a moment. Welcome back to Worldwide Exchange. Puerto Rico attracts millions of tourists from all over the world each year seeking a little bit of tropical rest and relaxation. But the U.S. territory is becoming known as more than just a vacation destination. It's also one of the world's biggest manufacturing markets for the pharmaceutical industry. And I recently sat down with Puerto Rico's governor, Anibal Acevedo Vila, asked him what attracts companies to locate there.
In the 70s, the companies went there because of the tax benefits that they got, which they still get them. But then we have very high-skilled people, professionals, scientists, so they're very productive. So it's the combination of that workforce and the business environment and the tax benefit, which has fostered that economic development. And now we're ready for more. Now we're moving from pharmaceuticals to biotech, and we're moving to research and development. And I'm sure that the combination of the presence of the companies there, the linkage with the academia, the fact that we graduate more engineers, science degrees than probably any other jurisdiction per capita in the United States is what I'm betting in terms of the future development of Puerto Rico.
The pharmaceutical executives that I talk with say Puerto Rico's biggest competitors when it comes to the pharmaceutical industry, Ireland and Singapore.
We know.
How do you compare?
Well,
how are you going to stay ahead of those two?
We have beat them in some new investment. They have beat us in other investment. We have to guarantee we offer the companies the best infrastructure, that we still have that high-skilled labor in terms of science, technology, and all that. And we have been very, very aggressive. So far, I think we have been successful. And we're not afraid of competition. We're making our adjustments because we know it's tough out there, but I think that it's a story of success, and in that sense, what we want to be is be a little bit ahead. For example, we're investing more in science and math in schools. We have a better coordination with the universities. So all that, I think, will give us an advantage from on top of Ireland and Singapore.
So much of your economy is based on manufacturing. You don't fear the rise of China?
Well, the rise of China is a little bit similar to Cuba in terms of tourism. It's going to take much more time for them. We cannot compete with them in apparel and other kind of manufacturing, which we were strong in the past. But pharma, bioscience, medical devices, biotech, I think that it's going to take much more time for China to catch up. So in that sense, I'm not afraid.
Why is Puerto Rico known as the India for federal contractors?
Because especially after 9/11, and all the homeland security concerns, you can offshore in Puerto Rico, get the tax benefits, but you're still within the U.S. jurisdictions for patent, homeland security. So for example, now we're attracting businesses that are related to military, for example, aerospace. They are starting to look into Puerto Rico, and we have like 4 or 5 companies that are investing in the island as we speak, because we have the engineers. We have the benefits of being outside the tax jurisdiction of the United States, but in terms of homeland security, you are within the United States.
And the governor says, by the way, if Cuba opens up, he doesn't think it will dent Puerto Rico's tourism business. He thinks, in fact, it will just draw more visitors to the Caribbean. So, Ross, grow the business, perhaps, in fact.
Yeah, and I don't mind going to Puerto Rico to help him grow the economy as well. We could try that one. And I have to spend whatever Puerto Rican currency there is. And talking about currency markets, there's a neat segue for you. He tried.